So our company receives a P notice every year. You might see it as a 972 CG notice. And historically, we've had all of those penalties abated every year. And so we're really just working to show that we have due diligence as part of the compliance process. And technologies had a huge role in this, in that in 2016, we started using Sovos TIN matching program. And we've seen over a 20% decrease in our penalties over the last 2 years since we implemented that program. And that's been also a really instrumental argument as part of this penalty abatement process, that we can show that we are using technology rather than just manual processes to further improve our compliance and to make sure that we have less errors on our forms at the end of the year. Well, I guess what I can say, one of the challenges that we've come across in RegTech and in implementing software and using better technology to improve processes is that as a bank, we're always looking at ways to control cost. So there's definitely a push to find ways to do things internally. And sometimes that's slower, and we just don't have the funding to do what's already been done out in the industry. And so I think that's a huge thing for us, is finding a balance between what we can do ourselves and what we need to look to outside expertise. Sovos is a great example of that. I know, like, one thing I can say is that our 1099 interest reporting, all of the work that we were going to have to do to compile all the data from our database was so cumbersome that by the time we did all of that, we might as well have just prepared and filed forms ourselves. And so we're always looking at ways that we can streamline processes and where we can leverage what outside vendors are doing. But I'm also fighting from the top down cost. I don't think that the push and pull between human capital and technology, I don't think that that has an impact on the number of bodies that we have within our tax department. But I also think that that's just because what it's doing is reshaping what it means to be a CPA or a tax professional. So it's changing our role to be more advisory rather than doing data entry. And I think that that's a really good thing, right? I mean, we have advanced degrees for a reason, and we're supposed to be experts in our field, and it's just requiring us to become experts and to move the kind of mindless tasks off to software and to make our jobs easier and better.